It is Monday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Full of tricks and treats today. Auburn is not pulling any more tricks, just some treats for Auburn football fans. They have formally fired head coach Bryan Harsin from the football program. That's some pretty big breaking news as they've been on the search for a new athletic director. So that news broke just a little bit ago around 12:30 on Halloween. So big day. Connor, how do you feel about that?
Um, I'm not super surprised. I'm a little surprised that it was today. Right
Yeah,
after, right off the jump. We get a new athletic director and he's already out of here. But I think it's really relieving for me and just all Auburn fans everywhere right now.
I know. I'm pretty psyched. I mean, Auburn announced it via a press release. That press release reads as follows. Auburn University has decided to make a change in the leadership of the Auburn University football program. President Roberts made the decision after a thorough review and evaluation of all aspects of the football program. Auburn will begin an immediate search for a coach that will return the Auburn program to a place where it is consistently competing at the highest levels and representing the winning tradition that is Auburn football.
Yeah.
Dude, they didn't even have Harsin's name in there. They didn't even put his name in the press
Football
release.
leadership.
Oh
That's it.
my God. I was in the student center when the news broke. There was like mumblings everywhere. And in the Eagle Eye studio, I know everyone in there, news, sports, Weagle people, we were all super happy.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a huge step right now for our program, but I know our season right now is a complete dumpster fire. We're 3-5. I
Yeah.
don't expect us to do much else. With or without Harson, it's a little too late to really change anything about the team. But just getting them out of there and just starting the process to find a new coach, to find new coaches, and it's going to take a lot. But I'm happy it's happening now and not later on in the season.
Yeah, I'm happy they got rid. It kind of felt like Bryan Harsin was like cancerous to this program. Players announcing they were transferring, and I think to me that was probably the final straw. Like they could have
Absolutely.
fired him weeks ago, but they obviously didn't. They kept pulling the excuse of that's the AD's decision that they hadn't hired yet. And in that press release, they didn't even mention the AD. They said
Right.
that Roberts fired him, the university president. So I mean, this
Which
is
is
all of
huge,
our.
by the way. I
This is
never
a
see that happen.
no. I mean, this
It's
is a
been a long
live
time.
reaction for us.
Right.
So obviously, we don't have any news of Cohn being named athletic director. That's the rumor that they're finalizing a deal, which they've been finalizing for 3-4 days now. Um, there's been some pushback online on Twitter, as we know the Auburn fan base has pretty much lived on Twitter the past few months. But there's been some pretty clear pushback. So he hasn't officially been named the athletic director. So I would assume, I'm just guessing that in one press conference, we're going to see John Cohen be named athletic director and the announcement that Bryan Harsin's fired. Because you have to assume that they're going to announce both of those formally
Absolutely. And
later
it's probably
today.
going to be like at the same time, symbiotically. Hopefully, the same conference. Maybe not, but
Yeah, I would think that's going to be later today. I mean,
yes.
I would hope if you're going to fire a head coach, there's a pretty immediate press conference scheduled. So I mean, we couldn't find one because I know someone in Eagle Eye. This is going to be on the Eagle Eye YouTube. So, like, there's going to be some news here, articles on on EagleEyeTV.com, people covering that press release. So, keep an eye out for those. But I'm still kind of stunned in disbelief that it happened this soon. I thought it
Right.
was going to be after the A&M game. Set up your interim head coach for success because you go into the Western Kentucky week, a game in
Mhm.
which even this Auburn team should win, and then you keep the Iron Bowl respectable. No
Right.
one thinks this Auburn team's going to go and win the Iron Bowl. I think I think we've all given up on that.
I've
But
lost complete hope of that game. But
whatever the spread is, respectable would be covering that. Cover the
yeah,
spread. Keep it respectable for bettors. Keep it respectable for fans. Just don't get blown out by like 5 touchdowns, and don't let the game be over by halftime or the start of the fourth quarter. Keep it competitive, at least until the fourth quarter.
I agree
I think
completely.
that's the goal, a realistic goal for this Auburn football team.
Now, do you have any thoughts about who would possibly be our interim coach right now? Or
So
I don't yet. That's why I'm
So
asking you.
there's a couple theories that we were talking about. One would be one of the Auburn guys, Cadillac Williams or Zach Etheridge, both former Auburn players. I think that's the preferred option by Auburn fans. The only problem is with Bryan Harsin leaving and most of our coaching staff being Boise State guys, will a lot of those guys follow him out the door, like our offensive and defensive coordinators? And should they leave, we're pretty much without a coaching staff.
Right.
And do you just promote internally? Or the alternative to that would be, do you promote one of your coordinators, which to me is a personal hell because they're terrible. But you keep your
coordinators
staff
for a reason, yeah.
But you would keep your staff for at least
Exactly.
for the last 4 weeks of the season. So I don't know.
Either way, I think it's going to be tough. I know everybody wants to keep their job right now. I know Harsin wanted to keep his job, and it's going to be tough, kind of sifting through all the coaches we have and seeing who's leaving and who's not. But I think right now, the majority will stay. I'm hopeful in that. I have no idea.
Like going
I have no
into
idea
next
what's
year?
about to happen. Oh, next year I think it's going to be more of a clean slate. I think we're going to have a
next
few
year
guys
we're going to
return,
start over,
but
top
we're
to
gonna
bottom, except for the Auburn
yeah.
guys. I think top to bottom we're going to see a new staff. But
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to post another video probably today or tonight or tomorrow morning. We're going to take a look at some potential head coaching hires that Auburn's going to take a look at. That list is going to include everyone from Deion Sanders to Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss to Hugh Freeze at Liberty. Malik Willis was his guy, former Auburn guy, just a small little Auburn connection. But yeah, we're going to take a look into not only those three guys, but take a deeper dive into the coaching search, who we're going to promote internally, whether that's named today at the press conference or further down the line. But yeah, as always, I'm Jake Lazarus, Connor King. Can't wait to have Eli on a little bit later.
Let's go. Where you go?